My name is Alex Royal and I live in Fairbanks, Alaska. In October of 2009, I took a trip down to Homer, Alaska. I went down there for an AAEA art conference, which was being held at the Land's End Resort. To get to Homer, which was located 600 miles away from Fairbanks, I flew down to Anchorage and then traveled by car the rest of the way. As soon as I arrived, I was eager to see which art workshops I would be attending. The first workshop was about field casting.
Okay, and then I just pull this stuff back.
Lynn Marie Naden showed us a demonstration of the entire process before we began. She showed us how to use an algae and water mixture called alginate to make molds of surfaces in nature. The hard part with the molds was separating the debris that it was sitting on, but after this was done, hot wax was then applied to the mold to create a wax cast. The wax was removed shortly after it had dried, and the demonstration was over. A few minutes later, I got to try the process out for myself. I used objects that I had found on the beach earlier that day. Some of the other participants were very ambitious with their molds. Since we had alginate left over, many of us made tiny molds of our fingers. By the end of the class, I had 2 final products that I was very proud of. During the second workshop, I got to try my hand at silk painting. When we arrived, Sarah and Katie Kronk had all the materials already set up for us. All we had to do was learn how to apply the wax resist for our shapes, and then paint. We got to make 2 scarves during the workshop, and many of us spent the entire 3 hours working on them. Silk painting turned out to be a very fun and relaxing activity. Because we had to leave so early in the morning, I didn't get to attend all of this workshop. All I have to show is my final product. In the end, I had a great time at this conference and I met a lot of interesting people. I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to go on this trip, and I can't wait to visit Homer again in the future.